The Chicago Cubs are making waves, and we are diving headfirst into the action. With the team sitting at 9-9, trade rumors are swirling, and the latest buzz has the front office potentially eyeing Athletics starter Luis Severino to fill a massive rotation gap. Could this $45 million arm be the missing piece to help the Cubs dominate the division after the tough loss of Cade Horton?
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Sticking with the Northsiders, all eyes are on Pete Crow-Armstrong as he navigates a challenging start to his season at the plate. Despite the concerns from the faithful following his massive contract extension, we are breaking down why his elite defensive play and base running make him a vital asset regardless of the current slump. The stats show he is still producing value where it counts the most. So is it time to hit the panic button or stay the course? Down on the farm, the future is looking incredibly bright for the Chicago Cubs organization. We are spotlighting prospect Pedro Ramirez, who just put on an absolute clinic for AAA Iowa with a monster 4-hit, 5-RBI performance. This kind of offensive explosion is exactly what scouts love to see, and it definitely puts him on the fast track to making an impact at the major league level. Finally, we have to talk about the recent fireworks between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Cubs just handed the Phillies a reality check with a total blowout that has the Philadelphia squad reeling and questioning their early season consistency. We are breaking down every angle of this major league drama, so make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification to keep up with every update. Are the Chicago Cubs ready to pull the trigger on a rotation-saving move? After the devastating news that Cade Horton is out until 2026 following UCL surgery, the Windy City finds itself at a crossroads. Currently sitting at an even 9-9, the Cubs are staying afloat, but in a surprisingly competitive NL Central, good enough isn't going to cut it. That is why everyone is buzzing about a potential blockbuster deal. Ryan Shea over at SICOM has floated a trade idea that could be a total game-changer. The Cubs landing Oakland Athletics starter Luis Severino. Now, let's be honest, Sutter Health Park hasn't exactly been kind to Severino. He looks uncomfortable, his home run rates are spiking, and frankly, he looks like a guy who needs a change of scenery more than anything. The proposed deal would send prospects Brandon Birdsell and Riley Martin to the A's in exchange for the veteran right-hander. While some might scoff at his current 5.59 era, you have to look deeper. History tells us that a pitcher like Severino often sees immediate positive regression the moment they escape a hitter-friendly environment or a ballpark they just can't find their rhythm in. The Cubs have already shown they aren't afraid to dip into their prospect pool to win now. Look at the success they've had since bringing in Edward Cabrera. Adding Severino would provide that high-ceiling veteran presence to stabilize the rotation for the long haul. Is he the missing piece of the puzzle, or should the front office play it safer by chasing free agent Lucas Giolito instead? I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below, and let me know if you'd pull the trigger on this deal, or if you think the Cubs should look elsewhere. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more MLB trade rumors as we keep tracking the race for the postseason. Are you ready to hit the panic button on Pete Crow-Armstrong? If you're a Cubs fan watching him struggle early in this 2026 campaign, I get it. It feels like a nightmare after that massive $115 million contract. But before you call for a benching, let's take a breath and look at the reality behind the stats. First, let's address the elephant in the room. PCA is swinging at absolutely everything. His chase rate is sitting at a staggering 49%. When you're hunting for highlight reel hits, you tend to expand the zone, and right now, pitchers are just waiting for him to chase himself into an out. Combine that with a shift in his swing. He's hitting way too many grounders and not nearly enough fly balls compared to his breakout 2025, and you've got a recipe for a slump. It doesn't help that he's playing half his games in the unpredictable wind of Wrigley Field, which can turn a potential home run into a routine flyout. But here is the kicker. The guy just turned 24. Professional baseball is a constant game of cat and mouse, and right now, the pitchers have adjusted to him. It is entirely on him to make the next move, and frankly, there is no reason to think he can't. But even if he doesn't rediscover that mid-2025 offensive magic, we need to stop evaluating him solely as a slugger. The Cubs didn't lock him up for 6 years just for his batting average. They signed him because he is a defensive wizard who literally saves games with his glove. He's already tied for the league lead in outs above average again this year. Between his elite range in center and his constant threat on the base paths, he provides immense value even when he's batting below the Mendoza line. What he provides at the plate is basically the cherry on top. As long as he's patrolling center field with that gold glove caliber talent, he is a winning player. So, keep an eye on his plate discipline, sure, but don't lose sleep over the slump. Do you think PCA will find his rhythm once the weather warms up, or should the Cubs be worried about the long-term impact of this contract? Drop a comment below, hit that subscribe button for more Cubs coverage, and remember, in a 162-game season, today's frustration is just tomorrow's bounce-back story. Ever wondered what it looks like when a prospect truly announces his arrival on the big stage? Well, keep your eyes on Pedro Ramirez, because the Cubs' number 8 prospect just turned an ordinary day at the ballpark into a full-blown statement. In a blistering performance for AAA Iowa, Ramirez didn't just show up. He dominated, racking up 4 hits and driving in 5 runs in a display that makes you wonder how much longer the major leagues can keep him waiting. It is not just about the numbers. It is about the poise he showed at the plate, systematically dismantling the opposition with the kind of consistency that separates the good players from the potential icons. We saw him ignite the offense repeatedly, driving in runs alongside teammates like Brett Bateman and Ben Cowles, creating the kind of collaborative surge that wins championships. This wasn't just a lucky streak. It was a masterclass in hitting, and it serves as a massive red flag for the rest of the league to start paying attention. If he keeps swinging the bat like this, that call-up to the Cubs might be coming sooner than anyone dared to predict. Do you think Ramirez is ready to make an immediate impact in Chicago this season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with the next wave of baseball stars. After all, greatness doesn't wait for permission. It just shows up and demands to be seen. Is it time for the Philadelphia Phillies to hit the panic button? If you have been watching their recent performance, you know exactly why the fan base is losing its cool. The Phillies just got absolutely dismantled by the Chicago Cubs, and it was not just a loss. It was a routing that highlighted some glaring issues plaguing the squad this early in the season. Watching them struggle to find their rhythm on the diamond is becoming a painful recurring theme, and frankly, the lack of coordination we saw in this latest game is hard to ignore. It makes you wonder, is this just an early season slump, or are we looking at deeper structural problems within the roster? We want to hear what you think, so drop a comment below and let us know if you still believe they have what it takes to turn this around. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on your favorite teams. Sometimes the biggest collapses are the ones that force the toughest changes. We will just have to see if the Phillies can weather the storm.